Hi guys, I back to speak in English for this live after I started a new format on YouTube channel, on the Street Photography channel, speaking in Italian language. That is called the format L'Oasi, un approdo fotografico, and I am sharing my ideas about photography in general, and I felt that it was necessary to speak in my mother tongue language in order to create more ambitious content, because okay, I am speaking in English, but I feel that speaking in Italian language, there are pros and cons. When I speak in English, of course, I can reach a bigger audience. But when I speak in Italian, because I am not reading, I am letting flow the ideas, the thoughts directly. It's easier to me to speak in my language, in my first language. But right now I feel that for my audience here in the Street Photography channel, I need to say something, so I decided to make this live. At this point, let's talk about portrait photography and more. Right now, I am very focused on portrait photography. I am a portrait photographer, but I am also very well known as a street photographer. In fact, people into the street photography world by knowing me as a street photographer, when I start to propose my portrait photography work, doesn't get that. Just like how if I propose my portrait photography, I am abandoning the street photography, and that is not true. I continue to be a street photographer, but I am making a living with photography. So street photography doesn't pay my bills, of course. But it's not just that, because my approach is always artistic. So I am very focused with my portrait photography work. In general, I don't love to talk about genres, because I don't think by genres when it comes to my photography. I am making my photographs not depending if it's part of a genre or another. It is my photography. So I am talking more about gonzography. Gonzography in order to speak about my approach as a photographer. That includes anything that is interesting to me, from a face to portrait, from landscape to urban landscape, street photography, classic street photography. So it's not important that. The point on my career at this point, right now I am already a YouTube partner. I started to earn money thanks to the channel, but it is very little what I am earning every month. So I need that you support me by choosing to send a super thanks or subscribing to the channel, because that is important to support me and creating something more, because I can purchase, for example, gear in order to buy stuff for the channel and making more content, more interesting content on the channel. So I hope that maybe is not the hour where the people are in YouTube, possibly because most of them are working. Maybe it's too early, but I want to make this live. Let's talk about my career as a portrait photographer. I want to show you some prints. That is the direction that I want to present with my photography. Black and white portrait photography, mostly, because it's something that I feel that represents me right now as a photographer. And that is what I want to achieve. These photos are from an old editorial work called Mexicana, but I achieved to make some portraits. Let's talk also about the fact that my decisions as a photographer are influenced by the print experience. What is giving me the better results? The black and white prints, I am very interested to propose my black and white photography because it simply results better. It results better on print, and I love that. I love this result. Maybe it's not good to see here in on a video, but I can assure you that the quality is great of the image. There are several news on the channel. I said about the fact that I created a new format, Loasi, where I am talking, where I am speaking in Italian language in order to present, to introduce my concept, my ideas, my approach, my ideas, my thoughts, my reflections about photography. Avoiding to talk about cameras. In fact, this is a commitment that I feel to respect. I stop to talk about cameras. There are a lot of channels focused on cameras here on YouTube, and I think that is not something I am interested to present in my channel, because photography is not just about the cameras. Photography is culture. Photography is language. Photography is a way to present our point of view. So I think that it's more important to talk about the genesis, for example, of a work. Talking about the ideas or the rules in photography, that I am totally against the rules. If you take a manual of photography, make exactly the opposite, in my idea, in order to express yourself. If photography is an art form, I think that we have to change this idea, very academic, to respect the rules of compositions, the rules about the technique to use. It is more important to experimenting and finding your way, finding your grammar. No, because it exists grammar, but we can work on that, I think. So that is photography can get us more free, and that is real if we approach photography in another way. That is my opinion. That of course you can disagree with that, but I have seen during my career by get over on the rules and to change the things in order to make my own thing. It worked. Anytime that I pushed the limits and I went against the codification, the rules, the already seen, I obtained results, important results, great achievements. Anytime that art directors or brands hired me, it was because they were making a reference on a different kind of work. I think that photography, I said that in LOASI, the new format, I said that the future of photography is authorial photography, because I think that with authorial photography, the photographer doesn't have anything to fear, even included the AI, the artificial intelligence, because by giving more weight, specific weight to his creativity, the human factor always wins in respect to any technology, any artificial intelligence that we can. In fact, the artificial intelligence is based on models copying the human creation. Without the humans, it is not possible to create something even for the artificial intelligence. The reference will be always the human experience. So I don't have anything to fear from the technology, from the new tools that sometimes we can use without having fear of that, but with our intelligence, the human factor always wins in respect to any kind of technology. There is a new Instagram, you can see. A new Instagram focus on portrait photography. So I have a new account that you can follow me there in order to see what I am proposing. Pure black and white portrait photography there. I think that can be interesting for you to see, to know, to know me as a different photographer in respect if you know me just as a street photographer. And then the recent website update, I updated my official website, changing completely the portfolio section, focusing more on people, on portraits. It was a mess, really, before, with many galleries, and people want a simple, and I agree with that. Right now, there are two sections, street and journalism, from a part, but before that, in the above part of the portfolio, there are four galleries showing my work as a portrait photographer. Also, there is a gallery dedicated to my work with Leica, made in 2013. So I think that right now the website has improved, is better. So I think that it was an important step to update the website. Also, the blog is renewed, more simple. Also, the shop, right now there is a search bar where you can use the search bar in order to find a specific product that you are interested to buy, to purchase. There are also some for free to download. All the presets, all the Lightroom presets are proposed for free. You can download them for free, because I don't believe in the fact that a Lightroom preset should be proposed for money. I don't believe that, and the message is okay. I created these presets, but they are completely free to use for all the photographers, and making these things for other photographers, for the photography community, is something that is part of me. Of course, I have products, items that are for sale, out for sale, because it is part of my activity to create books, ebooks, magazines, photo scenes, and of course my services as a photographer, and you have to pay for that. But to leave something for free for the photography community is very important to me. And with this approach, I left for free to download in the home page the new manual, the new street photography manual. You can download for free. Right now, I am getting a lot of visibility, a lot of page views. We reached more than 1,000 in one day of single page views, and it's still like that. Not just because of the ebook for free, but this ebook for free in these hours is downloaded from anyone from any part of the world. From any part of the world, they are downloading the book, so the ebook. So I am very grateful because I am happy if someone thinks that is interesting to download and reading my publication, my book. It is a way to give something to the street photography community. It is a way to generate positive things for the community and to make something for myself, because to have something as a gift is something that I am making also for myself. I am obtaining page views, but it's not just that. With page views, I can't pay my bills, of course. It is very important that you support the channel. So I think that that is key in this moment in order to support all my activity. I make something for you. I hope that you can make something for me. With the street photography channel, I am creating something unique, something different in respect to other channels on YouTube. So I think that I am sincere. Maybe my videos are raw videos, but are genuine and sincere videos. So I think that you can support me. Only, for example, it is sufficient to subscribe to the page, for example, and watching the videos is very important to me. Watching the videos, watching the advertising, the spots inside the videos. It is very important. It supports the page. You can use the super thanks. You can use the donation in order to have more content that I can give you, more high quality content that I can give you, thanks to the activity on the channel, thanks to your support. So I think that I said anything. I would love to see viewers in this video, but there are not. So very soon I will stop this live that will be available in order for you to see. Maybe next time I will do this with a little bit more of anticipation, because I just created yesterday this live scheduled, and I hope to see more viewers on the live in order also to obtain support. I repeat, it is very important to print your images, because that is the idea that I have right now on my work. By having the photos printed, I have an idea where my photography is going, what I want to achieve, and that is what I want to achieve. My photography, my portrait photography, is what is more interesting for me right now. I am not abandoning street photography. Street photography is on me, but portrait photography is something that I am obtaining great results, and in future I see myself more and more committed with portrait photography. I think that I am proposing a kind of photography with portraits that is something personal. My way to work is different. And for example, okay, with the APS-C camera, I have a lens that is an 80 millimeter, but most of the time I am using 35, 28 millimeter. And I think it's possible to make that because, as I said, the rules say that you can't use a wide angle normal lens to make portraits, but I disagree with that. Why not? Why you have to use just portrait lenses to make your work if your vision is different? So I think that my idea about portrait photography is not academic, out of the rules, and I like to do that. Right now I am using black and white also for my street photography in order because I think that in a certain sense, and I hope that you will not misunderstood what I am saying. In a certain way, I feel that the color is more vulgar. I am very careful to say that, but I say that because I think that right now it seems that also Instagram algorithm put black and white photos down in respect to color photography. It is pushed a lot, color photography, in particular with street photography. Someone says that to photograph in color is more complicated when it comes to documentary and street photography. I tend to disagree because the distraction there is in a color photograph, it can be a cons but also a pro factor. It is the chaos that works fine in order to give you an attractive image. With black and white, you have to see the detail. You have to be concentrated and to get into a certain flow of the observation with black and white photos. And I think that black and white right now represents more what I want to do as a portrait photographer, but also as a street photographer. I want to focus on emotions, on the atmosphere, on the feelings of the photo, and I think that black and white is better to me. In fact, this week in particular, I will be busy with some shoots, and I will use the camera because I work in JPEG, direct JPEG. I will use the camera directly in black and white. That is a risk, of course. Nobody, especially with models, thinks to work directly in black and white, apart the film photographers, no? And I apply the same approach of a film photographer with my digital cameras with the JPEG. It is something a little bit extreme in a certain way, because you decide, I will have only the black and white photos, and my models agree with that, are ready to work in that way. And I think I feel excited of that, to work directly in black and white. Not it is not the first time. Usually, by using since 2013, I started to work JPEG only. Maybe for some clients that make the request to use the RAW, I use the RAW, but most of the time I am using superfine JPEG. And when I photograph in black and white, like that I shoot with my Leica X2 in 2014, I shot directly in black and white. So it is important to say this. I am focused on prints because I strongly believe that photography exists just when it's printed. A photograph is when it's printed, not when it's on a screen, on a monitor. And I think that to be focused on prints, on books, on printed books, it changed my idea of what I want to achieve with my photography. When you are focused on prints, you have a different perspective of your work, and that is happening with me. So that is. I can't say today thanks to be here. There is no one, but in the sensation is to talk alone. But it will be on the channel this live for all of you to watch after. So check out alexkoge.com, follow the new Instagram at Alessio Koge, and thank you. We'll see you soon with more content on the Street Photography channel. Bye.